Today, I use one colour to colour in an art piece. Let's see how we get on. Hey guys, I am GreenFly, and today we're going to be using, like I said, one colour to colour in an art piece. But what is the colour and what are we going to be drawing? Well, I am glad that you have asked. So, pretty much the colour that I'm going to be using today is going to be red. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's going to be red. Now, where exactly did I get the colour from? Well, that is pretty much easy and simple to answer. I pretty much got the colour from you guys on Twitter. So pretty much on Twitter a couple of days ago, quite a couple of days ago, I pretty much tweeted, give me a colour. That is all I said. I didn't say what it was for or whatever. And pretty much the first response that I got was to use the colour red. And that was the only response, unfortunately. Come on guys, give me colours in the future. But hey, anyway, I'm going to use the colour, exactly the one that was there. So I decided, okay, let's use red. But then I went, okay, we've got red, but what am I going to draw? So pretty much recently, not that a couple of days, I think it's a couple of days ago now, but I had watched the King Kong versus Godzilla trailer. Or is it Godzilla versus King Kong trailer? I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean. But I pretty much watched it and I pretty much went, I can't wait to see it. Now, of course, I would love to see it in a cinema, but of course, I don't know when that's going to be happening anytime soon due to the whole thing that is going on around the world, unfortunately. Yay. But then I kind of thought, well, okay, let us draw King Kong. I haven't drawn King Kong yet. And then I went, what do we put a little bit of twist to it? How about we Venomize him? But not, maybe not Venom, but maybe let us use Carnage and use Carnage to infect Godzilla. And I went, that kind of works because he's red. Now, of course, I'm only allowed to use red, of course. But I can use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rough sketch. I'm still allowed to use my black outlines, but I can only use the colour red to colour in the piece. And that is it. It's one colour, one solid colour red, and you guys will see it. And that is all I'm allowed to use. That is it. So pretty much before we jump in and do this little challenge, make sure to hit the bell and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more content like this, or to make sure you're notified. So that way, if you really want to see more content like this, or something different, you know, challenge-wise or whatever, you get to see it. Because otherwise, you'll miss it and then you won't get to see it. You do want to see it, don't you? I thought so. So, with enough of that said, we're going to just jump right into it and see how we get on with the one colour challenge. Alright, it was time to begin the challenge. So, the first thing I did, let us do the rough sketch and figure out how and what kind of pose we're going to have a King Kong. So I decided, let us have King Kong stand on these two hind legs and with his arms up high, roaring. But not just roaring, he's roaring in pain because he's getting taken over by Carnage, the symbiote. So what I did is with Carnage, I wanted to make the kind of transformation look like he's almost getting consumed, but you can kind of see still all the wavy kind of like veins and tentacles going all over King Kong's body and trying to take control of him. And of course, King Kong's not going to make it easy to make him get under control at all. So, once I did the rough sketch, it was then time to do the line work. So, I wanted to put as much detail as possible with the line work because I've only got one colour to work with, so I need to kind of, you know, do as much as possible with the line work as I possibly can. So, what I did was I pretty much did with some rough, sharp claws and obviously a sharp hand, because if you guys haven't seen Carnage, he is known for using very, very sharp objects. His claws are very sharp, and yeah, very, very sharp, because he's done his hands into multiple different weapons. But let's continue with the line work. So, I wanted to obviously show that, obviously, it's Carnage. Carnage is that. That's a little bit important. So, I do as many tentacles and veins all over with black, with the outline, because I want to put as much detail as possible, because I've got one colour, like I said, and I've got to make it look good. So, what I also did was I did a little bit of line work as well onto the ground to give him like some kind of foothold, and you know, the background, let's make it a little bit cooler. So, now that I've done the line work, it's time for the colour. So, as you guys can see, there's the red there that I've put there. and that is it. There's no other colour. That is it, like I've said. So what I decided to do was I turned the opacity to 50%, so then once I go over it again, it's a darker red and go over again. But it's still the same red, it's just the opacity, and that's it. It's just like pretty much like, obviously if you had a marker you went lighter of it, and that's pretty much it. So what I did was I made red obviously with Carnage, of course, and then I went over the bits to make it darker with a bit of shadow. I went a little bit light on King Kong as well, but not too much because I wanted to just show more of Carnage. And I did a little bit in the bottom and a little bit in the background. And with that said, here is King Kong Carnage. And there you guys have it. We've used one colour to colour in this art piece of King Kong getting infected by Carnage. And I will say, this turned out better than I hoped. It was definitely a challenge just to use the one colour, and that was pretty much it. I only used that red, and pretty much that was it. What I pretty much did was obviously I used the opacity, and obviously I pretty much with my brush, I turned the opacity to 50, so pretty much when I did over the red, it was a little bit lighter, but obviously if I went over again, it was the true darker red. But pretty much that was it. It was the one colour. It was the same colour, didn't change it. The only time I changed it was obviously using the black for the outlines, but that was just for the outlines. That's pretty much it. So that's really it. And what I kind of did was I kind of did different, like obviously kind of different strokes and stuff like that to get it kind of a little bit of a background, kind of a reddish, like he's getting like pure infected and turning into this even bigger, much more terrifying creature. So yeah, so pretty much I kind of got this idea of doing this piece because I'd seen quite a few things of Godzilla getting merged with Venom, and I thought, well, why don't we do King Kong? So the Venom, why does the Carnage? Because technically we're going to be seeing, I'm hoping, in the Venom 2, I don't know when that'll be ever coming out, of Venom versus Carnage. And I think most of us will look forward to that. I mean, don't know if they'll actually fight each other, but if they do, that'll be pretty cool. But hey, who knows? We don't know. But anyway, I had a lot of fun doing this challenge. This was definitely a very interesting one to do, and I quite enjoyed it. It was definitely a challenge just to use one colour. It was a bit weird to only use the one colour, but I fairly enjoy it. So I hope you guys tell me what you guys think. Did I do this justice? Did I do this well? And yeah, what are your thoughts about the upcoming films? Of course, the King Kong Godzilla, we know kind of when that'll come out. Don't know about the Venom 2. Who knows? It'll come out when it's ready. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I am GreenFly. This is Foolish. He's always by my side. And yeah, we'll see you guys next time. And yeah, see you guys later and take care. Bye.